Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Snagged out of the air. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Quick completion to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Going with the ground game left. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose down the left side. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Now on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Manning. There he goes. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking for room. It's Hardy. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the clock has to go off for the QB on that play, right, guys? I mean, you've got to get rid of the ball a lot sooner. You're in an empty set. You only got 5 guys up front trying to block for you. They can't hold on forever. Quarterback's got to be better.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brooks. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the 1st down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
To throw, it's Mateer. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Ott. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run with the ball.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
Grab behind the line. It's Sategna. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wide receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Just keeps slinging it. Sets up the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Ott. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Splits the uprights, good. That brings him to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Got him downfield. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Manning. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll run play action. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. With the catch, it's Gibson. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. The short hands. It's Burks. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense got him at the 27.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this score. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Gibson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Gibson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just that nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection. The quarterback has got to find a way to get rid of that football and not take the negative play, but this has been a defensive war so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He breaks a tackle, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Sooners! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Zings it complete to the right. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run.
That keeps the score. Oklahoma 12, Missouri.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the move. He's inside the 15. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
And I think it's go time now at this point in the game if you're on offense, because because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one and get you the score?
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the play fake. Quickly complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Out of the gun to give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Sooners are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
If I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grab near the marker, it's Gibson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 8.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Under fire. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. So an 82-yard drive there, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Complete to start this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Going over the top. He's got it down the left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
The defense has got to have a plan for this guy. They knew coming in he was the go-to guy. This is the guy the quarterback was going to be looking for virtually on every big down and distance in this game, so they've got to find ways to try to slow him down.
Handoff to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play, and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
They punted away on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Bringing the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, third down, you gotta have it. But how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. He's in open space downfield. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense, because one, you lost yards, but two, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Sooners inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Finds his man. It's Burks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Sooners have moved it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.